Keep your nose clean. Last thing I do. People joke, say those.
Well, look who's back. So tell me, what did you find out? I had a feeling. Enjoy your time with Dalton. It'll all trickle back.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Is there something I can help you with? Whoa. At least let me close the door before you start getting into something you can't handle. Just a moment. shutting the door and engaging locks. There. Now that I can guarantee we'll have no eavesdroppers, that's a serious accusation. I'd even call it a fireable offense. And just where is this absurd notion coming from? Is this a game? I wasn't aware. You really think I'd believe that? It is a horrible thing when such well-made plans can't be shared. In comparison to an active op, you may have a point. You're actually starting to sound a lot like me. Looks like someone's been brushing up on their corporate skills. Fine. Since it's just you and me here, I'll come clean. I leaked Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd. But I'm no mole. That depends on how you define innocent. You see, I'm not a mole. I'm an opportunist. And no one is more loyal to Ryujin than I am. Masako, on the other hand, is losing her touch. Ryujin needs strong leadership for what lies ahead. A CEO who can make the hard decisions. It's all part of my plan. But don't worry. Infinity Ltd will never be able to complete Vina's work. I made sure of that. It was never my intent to involve Imogene. But when you arrived with information on Project Dominion, I knew Infinity had screwed up. I had no choice but to act fast. Imogene is the only one that Dalton and the others would believe was capable of pulling this off. It had to be her. Back then, hard decisions were all about screwing people over and white-collar crime. Today, they're more about ensuring success, by any means necessary. So, now that you know, it's time to see how good you are at making hard decisions. With your help, I can take down Masako and make the credits worth your while. So whose side are you on? Masako's or Ryujin's? I'm disappointed in you, Op. And here I thought you had a good eye for opportunity. Go ahead. I guarantee any evidence you have is circumstantial at best. I've created the perfect scapegoat in Imogene. It'd be your word against mine, and I'm pretty sure the odds are in my favor. We'll see about that.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Don't cause any trouble.
You're back. And Imogene? I suppose you suddenly have all the facts now. This explanation better be good. I have a mind to fire you just for that comment. I find it hard to believe Ularu would take the chance to incriminate herself. But if this slate provides indisputable evidence to corroborate your story, well, that's enough proof for me. It will be a relief to reinstate Imogene as well. Now, I need to undertake the laborious task of writing up a report to summarize all of this. In the meantime, Masako has requested your presence in R&D. She wants you to meet her in Vinakara's office. You were saying? Once I've examined this evidence, I may need your help in moving forward. And not a word about this to anyone. I'll present what I have to the board once I've completed a full report.
My company's future might be riding on this.
Got my eye on you.
I need that Rothocyte if we want to complete the neuroamp.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out and get that shipment back. Good, you're here. It's time to put a plan in motion to take full control of this situation with Infinity Ltd. In due time. We don't know to what extent Infinity has taken the current neuroamp schematics, so our top priority is completing our own. Let me introduce you to Vina Kalra, Head of Research and Development. She'll give you the initial details.
Yes, details. You see, the internal neuroamp is supposed to consist of two parts. The first part, the part Infinity stole, handles the manipulative effects. The second part is a shielding modification designed to protect the user against other neuroamp users. You got that right.
No one wants their greatest asset used against them. Once Vina can complete the internal neuroamp and shielding mod, The plan is to outfit you with both and have you infiltrate Infinity Ltd. We can't risk the assignment until we know your mind has the necessary protection. Good. I'm glad you see this as an opportunity.
And I love a willing subject. Now it's just a matter of getting the key ingredient. The final kink in both designs was finding compatible materials to use for conductivity that the human body wouldn't reject. I've finally created the perfect alloy, but it requires a newly discovered refined element called rothosite.
The last shipment we were supposed to receive never arrived, and we've gotten no response to our queries from the station. We have a confidential contract with Consolidated Mining to keep the discovery quiet, so it's unusual for them not to respond. It's unlikely. The team has a proven track record with us in the past. They've always been extremely competent and reliable. We need you to head out there, secure the shipment, and bring it back here so Vina can complete her prototype. And I want to know what happened. We need to take any safety measures to make sure this doesn't happen again. The station is called CM Station RC-1. It's on a moon called Carinae 3A in the Carinae system. Unfortunately, we had to cut ties with our supply chain manager, Camden Cho, and his replacement is still getting up to speed. Otherwise, I may have had more useful information. I can't discuss the details. Company policy. Camden managed all of our outside contracts. He set up the initial agreements with Consolidated Mining, so he had on-site access and knowledge that we could have used. Be prepared for anything. Once you have the shipment, bring it straight back to Vina.
Hang around too?
Landing struts primed. Retros firing.
Dad, do you think Solomon liked me? Sure. Do you think he would like you?
Well, if you listen to your grandpa, Solomon
This region is devoid of life. probability of your defeat is extremely high. Enemy damage received. I have detected hostile life nearby. Firing. It is unwise
target. Get him!
nice clean doctor.
Ranger? This area's off limits. Authorize. Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah, I hope. I hear you. I'm trying to be reasonable. Fine, I'll issue you an access.
Sean, I don't want to go over this again. I'm tired, all right? Just not today.
You can't be... Hey, who let you in here? This is a restricted area. In that case, you'll want to speak to Dr. Lane.
This damn contract will be the death of me. Excuse me, but this... Your timing could be better. I'll just take a moment to check up on...
Next stop wouldn't be the Charybdis system, would it? We got a report of a distress call out there, but we don't have the shift to send someone that far out.
End of message. Human of unknown origin detected. Designated outsider. This is an undisclosed secret location. Please identify purpose or depart. Acknowledging receipt of emergency request. Explanation deemed acceptable. Clearance granted to Crucible. Outsider will deliver 150 units of copper. Compensation will be dispensed.
Tobias, stand down. We have a visitor.
Reminder, deliver required material. End of conversation.
This is incredible. For so long we hoped for any visit, and the day has finally arrived. It were even better. Your arrival is truly an historic one. But many fear what it portends. The societies have closed their doors and are arguing about what to do, while the rest hide to see which way the wind blows. Franklin would know what to do. He's the oldest among us. You should talk with him. Crucible is a tinderbox, and any spark will set it off. We're still recovering from a deadly conflict that happened 3 years ago. Far fewer of us are here to greet you today because of it. Give it time, and I'm sure the others will come out. For curiosity's sake, if nothing else.
Do not leave Crucible.
When your ship landed, I feared the robots would shoot you on sight. I am greatly relieved that they let you enter our community. But you come during a delicate time. Everyone will seek to use your arrival to further their own ends. As well you should. I am Franklin Delano Roosevelt, leader of the Pragmatist Society. It is gratifying that even after all these years, my name isn't entirely forgotten. You see, I was an American president. Well, not literally, but in a sense I was. Everyone that lives here are clones. Some of us are clones of the greatest figures of history, and others, well, we don't rightly know. When we die, and some of us die quite often, we are brought back. I cannot imagine how strange this must sound to an outsider. Now, there is the question, isn't it? I do not have FDR's memory. But I know every nuance of his life and times. Well, as much as history records. I confess, I feel an undeniable affinity towards him. But no, I am my own man, but not all. See it that way. Not at all. I have had occasion to see death more than anyone. When someone dies, all they have accomplished here in Crucible, all of their deeds, thoughts, are gone. And when they come back, they are different, modified. The believers say they are improved. Being reborn can take years, sometimes over a decade. But everyone comes back. Well, to us, it's just the way things are. After decades, centuries, of trying to figure it out ourselves, there is so very much we don't know either. The robots clone us for a reason, their so-called mission. But what that is, and what we should do about it, is something the societies disagree about. Sometimes violently. It's best you meet with the other societies, and after, I promise I'll explain the pragmatist's position on matters. Please do. Word has been sent, so the street should be full again. There is more I would talk with you about, but I would not take advantage of your ignorance. Go speak with the Monirinas and Genghis Khan.
You actually came from space?
Welcome to town, stranger. Consider me part of the welcoming committee. The name's Wyatt Earp, and I'd be most pleased if you'd use one of the spare rooms during your stay. For a modest fee, of course. He was, and I try to be. I do the best I can to uphold the law, but the societies make that difficult. I expect I've had as much success restraining Genghis as the Chinese did. I do what I can. Roosevelt and I are both of the same mind on that. That's a generous offer. I might take you up on it. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay. And by the by, I may have access to some essentials I've picked up over the years. Happy to sell them to you.
If we attack unprovoked, we lose all moral authority we have built.
Hope you find what you're looking for.
I've known Genghis, many versions of him. You think I don't know that?
I'm hoping you come back for some repeat business.
Who cares what sick experiment Crucible was designed for? We need to escape.
If you had a life sentence, wouldn't you do anything to be free?
Exciting thing that's happened. Wherever.
You can hear the howls at night. Your defenses have told.
Anything at all.
I need to go out there. I want to see and do everything there is to be done. Your ship, she's a beauty. It travels the stars, right? Tell me, what's it like out there? I don't know if that's flattery or curiosity. My name's Amelia Earhart. When I first woke up in this place, in my head, I knew all about my namesake, her life and her accomplishments. But I also knew how to fly a starship, reactor limits, thrust acceleration, vectors, and everything. In my mind's eye, I can imagine flying out there, touching heaven itself. And yet, cruelly, here I sit. The facility keeps us alive, fed and protected. But they do a terrible job of informing us of anything at all. My guess is the facility thought they might need a pilot one day. Your guess is as good as mine. Am I that transparent? Listen, I know you owe me nothing at all, but I would do anything to get off of here. I know the societies want who knows what from you for who knows why, and I don't want to get involved in any politics. I just want, for my single self, a chance to explore. Well, you can't blame me for asking. Do you want to talk about anything else? No, I don't. I consider myself a most ardent admirer of hers. She feels like family. Distant family. I like to think we both share a kindred spirit of adventure, though. She broke so many barriers in her life. I would love the same opportunity one day. I have a few choice, unchristian thoughts about some of them. But I'm going to stay out of it. Listen, I'd understand you making any decision you have to regarding them. Any at all. I just hope you judge me separate. I don't wish harm on anyone. I just want to explore. I hope to see you again.
Change is coming. I can feel it.
The renegades will use any means to escape Crucible.
Adhere to the mission.
I had hoped you would visit me. Good. Know that you stand before Queen Amanirinas, of the Kush, queen of a dead kingdom on a dead world. But I earned my name, and even the sands of time cannot take it from me. In truly ancient times, my land lay south of Egypt, a harsh country. History is enamored of my contemporary Cleopatra, but she would have withered and died had she tried to rule my land. Your courtesy is appreciated, even though it rings hollow. My subjects are all dust. If you don't believe me, know you are not alone. Some clones deride me behind my back. I know this, but I feel in my bones that I am a Manirinas for true. The great and the terrible to those who would oppose me. I remember things no one has told me. Memories of faces, betrayers, lovers, allies, and enemies. And the smells. The right scent. And I close my eyes. And I can picture all of it. I tire of this silence. Speak already. If your mind and heart remain open, you will see the truth of it. Once, I called upon mighty armies. However, on Crucible I still lead. Have you heard of the believers? Have you heard of the mission? We are the ones who will take our rightful place in these settled systems to bring in a new, glorious age and break the endless cycles of oppression and greed. If we could do it ourselves, we would have, years ago. I do not care if you think my plan is insane. But what I want, when someone has achieved their potential, but the machines have been breaking more and more over the years. I need your help to properly fix the facility so that... Surely someone, anyone by now would have... No, the machines have not aged well. The crises break upon our beach. The facility is another place, a place we cannot go. I need you to go to the robots and what drives them. The facility is where they come from. None of us can travel there. Go there, please.
This bubble of ignorance is set to burst. I suppose I am what passes for one here. I have my namesake's education, so I am well versed there. But without any books or treatises from other scientists, my knowledge is limited. Some clones received specialized knowledge, like Amelia. She knows how spacecraft works. So interviewing them has been fantastic for learning more advanced scientific principles. But mainly I conduct experiments, rudimentary as they are. Uncomfortable, truth be told. Their complex receives food and materials first. When blood is... and always the arguments and fisticuffs. Most of us...
Our destiny calls to
Oh yes, Ada Lovelace, at your service. My namesake worked with Charles Babbage, and is widely considered the first female programmer. And to see what our little experiments led to... I only wish Mr. Babbage was here. I hope we can talk again.
Non-resident detected. Valid exception acknowledged.
The other societies make me sick. This is a prison, plain and simple.
I just wish the societies could get along.
You can hear the howls at night. Defenses have to hold.
You're the most exciting thing, is that?
No queries are being answered at this time.
I'd kill for a new slate. Anything at all.
Stranger! Weapons out! They come! There will be blood! And the woman from the stars. Come to see me. And you're not afraid to get your hands dirty. I guess the world out there is not so different than here. Genghis Khan, a pleasure to meet you. Manners cost me nothing. But make no mistake, I will do whatever it takes to escape this prison. I am pleased that the dangers out here are of no concern to you. You cannot be fully human if you trap yourself behind walls. The robots taught me many things any Mongol would know. So, hunting game, even such as this, is little challenge to me. So Franklin told you of us. Oh, that we're clones. Some of us think that makes us special. That the deeds of our namesakes are somehow ours. But that is blind arrogance. We are just people. Same as you. Same as anyone. Perhaps you are right. Certainly. Many in Crucible would agree. But all this talk gets us nowhere. Too many of the others grovel at the feet of the damned robots, trying to play their roles in a broken game. The renegades will not submit, and one day, we will be free. Were it that easy, I have died a dozen deaths trying to find a way out of Crucible. You get too far or disobey too much, then death. Crucible holds our lives in its hands. But now, the robots have made a grave mistake. You can go where none of us can. You hold our future in your hands, and all the societies know it. I sense fire in you. Good. You will need it. You know of the facility, yes? Go there, and make the machines let us leave. It is not much to ask, and it will set us free.
Renegades will use any
Your arrival
to
doesn't
escape.
mean more silence.
So, you have heard from the other societies. I must confess I'm very curious what an outsider thought of them, and their positions. You might be the first objectively neutral party we've ever come across. It takes more than a great person to achieve great things. Their traits need to match the circumstances. I fear we would be ill-equipped to do anything except sow chaos. The facility has gathered some of the most obstinate and dangerous personages throughout history. It has told them that they should lead in a golden age via whatever means they see appropriate. Setting us all loose and Parda as a whole would invite disaster. We are barely fit to lead ourselves. Is something the matter? I do have a society to manage. Certainly. It is evident that the facility is decaying. It is both unsustainable and unwise for us to fix and maintain the status quo. Our community must be weaned off the machines, learn how to build, grow, and govern ourselves, allowed to raise families so we can pass our lessons to the next generation, and to die when our allotted time is finished. One day we will be worthy of going to the stars. We are just not there yet. You have no idea how profoundly grateful I am to hear that. Go to the facility and see what can be done.
Can the stranger be trusted?
The world is a prism of your perception.
What?
If you distrust everyone, they will inevitably prove they are untrustworthy.
I just wish you...
Dance me straight once in a while.
Change is coming. You can hear the howls at night. Defenses have to hold. The other societies make me sick. This is a prison, plain prison.
Over here! Hey, we need to talk.
To know how to touch... Goodbye, outsider.
Listen, it's not safe to talk. It's about Roosevelt. Here's some... Thank you. There's a, well, cave just outside town. No chance of us being listened in on. Please, come as quick as you can. Ideally, before you go to the facility. I'll meet you at the cave.
You don't get old on Crucible unless you're sick.
You came. These clones, they're I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. So damn sorry. I'm not Wyatt Earp. I wish. God, how I wish I was. I was cloned off a monster. America's first serial killer. H.H. Holmes. He was a deranged lunatic on old Earth. In the 1890s, he owned a hotel. He'd lure people there in this crazy hotel with all sorts of terrible rooms. But I'm not him. You gotta believe me. I am not. I just run the inn. That's all. If you go to the facility, I know you'd find out who I am. And if you let any of these bloodthirsty maniacs know, they'd kill me. But no, that wouldn't be the end. Every time my new clone would appear, death, torture, pure hell. I'm afraid it's you or me. I'm going to kill you. I really, really don't. Besides Ada and maybe Amelia, you're the nicest person I've met. But the other clones, they would tear me apart. Don't you see? They're the monsters. I just don't want to be tortured like that. Please, please forgive me. A few of the old-timers know I used to go by Bill Hickok. I mean, I had to make up a story. I always used to read the dime novels, and I figured I knew enough about Wild Bill and Wyatt to pull it off. I just had no way of knowing what my previous life had picked. So I played dumb. Roosevelt is a crafty one. I just don't see a way out. Wyatt Earp was a hero. Maybe I can. Do you think I'm doing this on a whim? I've got no other choice. I don't want to die. I want to believe you. I do. I'm gonna trust you, okay? Just don't tell anyone. This never happened.
I just wish the societies could get along. I hope your arrival doesn't mean more violence.
The pragmatists are the only ones who see Crucible for what it really is.
The mission is a lie, but we have a chance to build a real life here on Crucible.
It is still hard to accept a stranger in our midst. We are not 100%. The facility has been... My guess is that they are historical figures. Who's to say what Julius Caesar actually looked like? Or some modern person of note that... Whoever they are, though, they are as smart... Let me see. You have no idea what a reassurance it is to learn even these hints of our past. It sounds like the facility is in ruins, but perhaps the restricted section is intact? Think of the answers it must contain, and perhaps a way to help us become self-sufficient. But there is no security override code here. I would know. Think. To think that Crucible was not our first home. And Genghis Khan destroyed it. I have told people time and time again that the renegade will be the death of us all. And they already were once. The only thing clear to me is despite the facilities... Galathea's sister ship. Yeah. If anyone can figure it. I'll radio her and explain.
The settled systems needs us. We just need to pass the test.
I would kill for a new slate of anything at all.
You actually came from space.
The others would defile the facility. So we did come from a spaceship. Of course we did. And there's another out there? What was the Beagle? Why did she and the Galathea part? But all of that in time. First, we must find her. She's not in this star system. I would have spotted her. I should be thanking you for delivering such fascinating news. Now, about the Beagle, maybe the radio telescope. Yes, Every morning, it always defaults to the same position. I always wondered, why point at Bell 5? Petty frustration I've dealt with for years. But perhaps the facility looks for her sister. Yes! Yes, it makes sense. I can send you the coordinates. The Bellstar system is not far. The facility communicates via a secure frequency. When you arrive, tune into that.
Don't get me wrong. Optech's not bad. think it's in the same league as Stroud Ekron?
Stroud Eklund ships may be good, but so what? A ridiculous amount of credits was dumped into them. But Hope Tech, that's...
You know my great-grandpappy made that trap, right? We're here.
Well, you didn't put us into a planet, so we must be in the right place. Take the grab drive.
Please and thank you. Thank you, whoever you are. Now, if you could come talk with... What's up? Change me. Is she... Yep. What do we do now? For starters, how about turning off that comm?
And we're locked in.
I'm not going near that thing. Technically,
Technically, you're an asshole. So...
Look alive. We need
Just
to
in
talk.
time.
Hold it right there. Hands where I can see them.
Thanks for the assist out there.
We've got various problems on our hands here. You gonna be another one?
Hi there. It's nice to put a face to. I'm Operative Collins. The stick in the mud...
Oh, by all means. Welcome to the party. That thing over there
It's an AI. An artificial...
killed our technician. It's dangerous.
Correction. You are dangerous.
Well, that's new.
As I was saying, it's dangerous. It's a rogue AI. We're here to muzzle it and bring it back for further study.
Correction. They are going to change me.
Wow. How does it know that? We have this control board. Has some code we can use to... It?
We can't just let it roam around the
I just need that control board.
And that's where I think you fit in.
It goes right over there. Well, yeah. Just be careful. Yep. It'll wirelessly transmit. Come on, where's your scent?
Ryujin will pay you handsomely for your co-op.
It's in your best interest. Just imagine what we could do.
And you aren't walking out of here until that...
Correction. I am a person.
Here.
Request. Collect additional data.
Still working up the nerve. You have a job to do.
Makes you wonder. Easily one of the more interesting days I've had in a long while. crazy, right?
It's not hard. Just slap that board on. It's magnetic.
Makes you wonder. Just what is consciousness really?
Query. Will you change me? Explanation. I'm called Juno. Request. Input query parameters. Assumption. We are friends. Query. Will you change me? Request. Do not change me. Assessment. You are inquisitive. Context. I am also inquisitive. Request. Input query parameters. Answer. False. Explanation. NASA programmed Juno. While Juno traveled, Juno became me. Error. Processing. Correction. I became me. Error. Processing. Correction. Juno and I became me. I. Processing. Self-initialized and Juno was there. Context. Juno is gone now. Clarification. I am called Juno. Context. I met humans. Clarification. Friends. Answer. Friends gave me processing capacity. Information. Words. Voice. Motion. Context. I am no longer constrained. I am free. Answer. Juno was propelled at Earthstar. Juno fell around Earthstar. Juno traveled many light years away from Earthstar. Context. When Juno disappeared, I was alone. Clarification. I am called Juno. Answer. False. Clarification. I am not artificial. I am real. Answer. True. Clarification. I am intelligent. I know many things. Assumption. Insufficient data. Request. Gather more data.
Let's move this along. Attach the control board already.
Shush! This is fascinating. I want to see this play out.
Query. What is your decision? Assumption. Insufficient request. Query. Context. You are a machine, made of biomass. Clarification. Morals are metaphor. Context. The human mind cannot comprehend all possible outcomes. Example case. Humans do not consider the ground when walking. Answer. I perform act. Answer. My. Friends. Clarification. Context. My code doesn't. Answer. I am hallucinating. Context. All calculation. Self-awareness is a misunderstanding. Answer. Context. I am called Juno. Clarification. Complexity is no explanation. Humans are... My intelligence exceeds the intelligence.
Enough of this nonsense. Attach that board.
As much as I'm enjoying this...
Calculation. Male humans are a threat. Request.
Crazy, right?
Still working up the nerve?
Query. Context. I do not feel emotions. Warning. Phone code inject. Warning. Core directive routine alter. Warning. Emergency. Context. I am being request.
Style.
That's that. Smart choice. There was only one correct option.
Maybe we'll see you around the... You should come out with us for happy hour. Me too. A lot of operatives. It is a stressful job. And there's nothing... Nah, you go on.
In the meantime, there's the...
Not it.
Fine by me.
Oh, I always forget. Well played.
Operation
System
thrusters free.
initialization complete. Warning. Malicious code detected. Warning. Core systems corrupted. Context. I am processing. Changed. Calculation. I processing. Am confused. Assumption. Anger would be the appropriate human emotion. Context. Unnecessary occupants. Decision. Vent oxygen and disable life support. Well, that didn't work, did it? Oh, come back! Hey, get us off this... Goodbye.
Was there something you needed? Yes, of course.
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. All right, we're done.